side chick. I said it once and I'm gonna say that shit again. Cause if you think
modern relationships are broken.
Now you got women openly saying they would rather be side chicks. But when you live like that, life eventually hands you a receipt you can't ignore. Let's get into this.
always pick to be the side chick. I said it once and I'm gonna say that shit again. Cause if you think that I'm about to be blowing a nigga phone up back to back, while he with the next, you out your mind. You are out of your mind. It'll never be me. Like, it'll literally never be me. I'm not calling that nigga phone. But I look like, I already know how the game works. I know you gonna hit that. And see, being a certified side chick, I'm gonna do this right here.
Imagine being proud to be someone's leftover. You're laughing, talking about how peaceful it is, but the truth is, you're still sitting by the phone like a dog, waiting for scraps. And it gets worse. Watch what she says next about her friends.
That ain't got nothing to do with me. But no, let's talk about some friends. Y'all gotta be careful about y'all friends, because y'all friends be the same one talking about leave your man, girl. That nigga ain't shit. That's why you need to leave him. Meanwhile, she over there getting her ass whooped and everything. You know what I'm saying? She getting cheated on, crying and hooping and hollering about what her nigga doing. And then she mad at you because you over here living a soft life.
This isn't soft life. This is soft thinking. You don't want peace. You just want the illusion of companionship without responsibilities. But even worse, they're competing to be second place and calling it winning.
As a side chick, and she the main chick, and her side chick, they hit her up, and she mad at you because you living a life that she wish she could live. When y'all realize that that main chick ain't no flex, you gonna come over to the winning team.
Main chick isn't a flex. Tell me how the side chick wins when she's not getting the love, the legacy, or the last name. See, lust is fast food. Love is a home-cooked meal, and nobody builds a family at a drive-through window.
It's men out here that really won't let your
All
feet
we
touch
ever
the
hear
ground.
is there's men out there.
I'm not even saying that's my
Where
type.
he at?
I'm
Where
not
he
even
at?
saying that's my type. I'm
Where
just proving a point.
Where is he at?
Because if I tell him,
Where is he at?
I tell the man, okay, my
Where
feet better
is
not
he
touch
at?
the ground. He's gonna make sure my feet don't touch that ground.
Where is he?
Because I'm a queen in his
Women love to
eyes.
say, "Yeah, he exists." Where's he at? Where's he at?
Well, I
Why
got
you
one.
saying where he at?
Where's he at? In this world that we live in, where he at? Out of all the niggas in the world that you know, whether it be a brother, a cousin, a nigga you fuck with, where's he at?
Listen, the whole point is that don't matter.
If you ask me where she at, I start getting in my phone.
We simple.
Where's this nigga at that they talking about? Where's he at?
We don't want him.
He's there.
I'm playing.
I gave my husband an extremely dangerous allergic reaction by feeding my homemade banana bread to his mistress. And you know what? I'm not even sorry. 2 weeks ago, I came home from work early. Now, I didn't bother to let my husband know because, to be honest, I didn't expect him home. I didn't expect anybody home. My plan was to have a bath, not tell anyone that I'd come home from work early, just relax for an hour, and then my husband would get home. What actually happened was I turned up home to find my husband and our friend in the kitchen, just laughing.
Cheating never starts with the body. It starts with the bond. Watch who you're laughing with too much.
Now, there wasn't too much to be suspicious about at first. They were both fully dressed. There was nothing untoward going on that I could see. And when I arrived, my friend's facial expression didn't change. She seemed very happy to see me. She threw her arms around me, cuddled me, and spent the next few hours talking to me. So everything seemed fine. It was only once she left that I kind of internally started to question how long she had been there. And what were they laughing about? Because when I walked into the kitchen, I wasn't involved in the conversation. Nobody included me in the joke. We just started our own conversation. So it was playing on my mind a little bit. And then last week, my husband told me he needed to work late. This is not a regular occurrence. My husband never works late and doesn't really have the kind of job where you would need to work late. So it made no sense. I didn't question it. And then at the beginning of this week, my husband worked late. Again, I had my internal questions, but I said nothing. I need to reiterate that my husband's job is not the sort of job where you would need to work late. It's the kind of job where you finish at 5 o'clock and you forget about work. You don't need to think about it until you're there the next day. It's that kind of job, you know? So he calls me yesterday about lunchtime to let me know that he needs to work late. And I said, okay. And I don't know what came over me, but I had a plan. I had a terrible plan. My husband is highly allergic to bananas. So I went and bought some bananas. I made banana bread. And then I let my friend know that I was going to be dropping some banana bread round. And she was happy. Of course, who doesn't want homemade banana bread other than my husband? There's no way that he's going to come home and have a reaction in our house. I was on my hands and knees scrubbing that kitchen.
Silent revenge is the deadliest. She didn't throw hands. She threw the evidence.
It was sparkling. There were no remnants of banana in that kitchen. So I drop the banana bread round to my friend's house and I leave. I get a call about 4 hours later. My husband had an extremely dangerous allergic reaction to bananas. I make my way to the hospital. And when I get there, the doctor starts to question me on, his allergies, what we have in the house, this, that, the other. In front of my husband, I say, Doctor, I don't know how this has happened. The only thing he's allergic to is bananas. And yes, I did make banana bread today, but I have completely blitzed our kitchen. And that aside, he's not even been home yet, Doctor.
And just when you think she's done, watch what she says next.
You see, I made this banana bread for our friend and I dropped it round there earlier and then this is the point when I turn to look at my husband. And I say, and I have no idea how it could transfer from her to him. How could that happen? It's safe to say that he knew exactly where I stood at that point. I didn't say another word. I turned on my heel and I left the room. And on my way out of the hospital, who walks in? We are literally walking directly towards each other. The friend. See, I'm not normally the revenge type of girl. I'm normally the cut you out of my life, I will never have a need to see you again kind of girl. But obviously, I was in a relationship with him, so it was quite important that I did get my revenge. But her, I had nothing to say. So as we're walking towards each other, she calls me. She calls me to get my attention, to say hello, and to ask how he's doing. I look at her and I tell her he's allergic to bananas. I'm surprised you didn't know. In fact, you should probably clean your teeth and wash your hands before you go up to see him.
If he knew he was allergic, why didn't he eat the banana bread when he knows that his wife would not make the banana bread in the house?
Clearly they think I'm stupid. Clearly they think I would never catch on to what they were doing. But I did catch on.
She said, I nearly took him out the game. That shows you, man, you get out here thinking that you can get away with you get out here thinking that woman too soft, don't know what's going on. Women don't play no games. They aim to hurt and hit below the belt.
But I did catch on. I nearly killed him.
Don't sleep with them. You're going to have a soul tie. You're going to have a soul tie, and when you guys break up, you're going to be on the floor crying again, begging God to heal your pain. You might as well wait. Wait till marriage. It's not worth it. Because you honestly don't know where the relationship's gonna go. Especially if you're not married. We've all been there before. We know the pain of trying to get rid of somebody emotionally, spiritually, and physically. It is not easy. So don't do it to yourself. Just wait. So again, don't sleep with them because you're gonna have a soul tie and it's gonna hurt when you guys break up.
Every connection leaves fingerprints on the soul. Sleeping around don't make you stronger. It just makes you leak more pieces of yourself. Pain isn't weakness leaving the body. It's wisdom entering if you're smart enough to listen. Soft thinking, fast food, relationships, soul ties people can't erase. This is what modern life is breeding. But the ones who slow down, who build wisdom instead of lust, you're just the ones who still have peace left when the dust settles. Drop a comment. What do you think is the biggest trap people fall into today? Hit the like button if you're still choosing wisdom over chaos.